How did aliens destroy humanity? After magnifying this alloy drill countless times, they discovered a super waxmite. After gnawing through the drill, it immediately split into two. They rely on consuming metal for energy, reproducing at an incredible rate. The alloy drill was fine just moments ago, but in an instant, it was completely chewed away. The maintenance worker was so frightened that he turned to flee, but the commander called him back because they discovered a sudden tear in the worker's protective suit. The maintenance worker was immediately terrified and didn't know what to do. He hurriedly swiped his card, but the gate didn't budge. He desperately pleaded with the commander to let him out, but the officials refused to save him because releasing him would allow the waxmites to devour everything on Earth. Thus, they could only watch as he was consumed by the creatures, collapsing in a pool of blood. They shockingly discovered the restraints holding the giant were rapidly eaten by waxmites, causing cracks in the bulletproof glass. Seeing disaster imminent, the commander immediately pressed the destroy button. Gulp. A 20,000-degree flame shot out instantly. Despite the intense heat, the alien giant's hair was unharmed, absorbing the energy. Everyone was dumbfounded in shock, but the giant stared straight at the group, slowly raising a gesture of surrender. In that moment, it transformed into countless metal waxmites. Seeing this situation, the commander started to panic, immediately thinking of swiping his card to escape, but soldiers informed him that the base had been completely sealed off, and no one could leave. Immediately, countless waxmites breached protective windows, frantically devouring the entire experimental base. Numerous armored vehicles lay in wait outside, ready. Suddenly, the steel door 20 meters away began to deform and was blasted hundreds of meters by the Lamy worms. A thick cloud of mist-like Lamy worms surged out, prompting the commander to order a fierce attack immediately. In an instant, countless machine guns and rockets rained down on the Lamy worms, but once they hit their targets, they were instantly absorbed by the worms. Not only were they ineffective, but they also became food for the Lamy worms. Each shell magnified the worm swarm, rapidly increasing Lamy worms. Terrified soldiers fled desperately, but it was too late. The overwhelming worms swiftly devoured the entire artillery unit without a trace. However, the disaster had only just begun. After learning that Lamy worms were spreading worldwide, the defense minister observed a large truck driving on Heaven Highway. The driver noticed stains on the windshield, turned on the wipers, but they failed to remove the stains despite his attempts. Then, the bulk of the Lamy worm army rapidly surged forward behind the truck. In just 11.9 seconds, a 30-ton overloaded truck and its driver were completely eaten, leaving not even a scrap behind. An 8-meter-wide asphalt road turned into a muddy earth, and even the nearby billboards were not spared. The Lamy worms quickly reached the city, and at this time, the swarm expanded by more than 10 times, becoming increasingly terrifying. Even a 20,000 square meter stadium was leveled to the ground in an instant, relentlessly devouring any traces left by humans. Seeing humanity on the verge of catastrophe, the defense minister was helpless and could only watch as Lamy worms attacked metropolitan areas. Humanity had no solutions left, and only this man could save the world, for he was Klaatu, a level 1 inspector of the Complex Ecology Planet Management Department of the Cosmic Planet Division. It is precisely his arrival that triggers the release of those all-consuming insects. So why do the aliens seek to destroy humanity? In 1928, a light-formed alien sphere descended upon a snow-capped mountain in India and was discovered by an Indian climber. He reached curiously to touch it but got no response, so he took a hammer and gently pounded, chipping open the shell. Inside, a strange cosmic river flowed. Suddenly, the sphere emitted dazzling light, and the mountaineer fainted. When he woke up again, the sphere had vanished, but a mark had appeared on the back of his hand. Thus, the aliens collected the mountaineer's DNA. Of course, the alien hidden inside the crystal sphere was the planetary patrol officer Klaatu. The alien civilization had reached a significant level. They had even abandoned physical bodies, existing entirely in a spiritual state. Their souls could freely inhabit any form of flesh, representing a truly immortal state. So when the mountaineer shattered the sphere, he did not discover the presence of aliens. A 100-meter-tall alien heavy-armored robot descended upon Earth. Then it swept its bladder, immediately causing all human electronic devices to fail. Next, it emitted abrasive sound waves, shaking humans to the ground, unbearable. How powerful the alien robot truly is. Facing the sudden arrival of extraterrestrial visitors, the presumptuous beautiful country ordered the deployment of the most powerful drones, intending to completely destroy them. But before the drones could approach, they were detected by the alien robot, which immediately activated its bladder eye. The commander quickly ordered the launch of rattlesnake missiles. As expected, they were all successfully intercepted by the robot's bladder eye. As the military prepared for a new attack wave, robots seized control of drones and counterattacked human artillery. After destroying human forces, the robots automatically entered a ceasefire. The commander instantly got furious, but was also helpless. Now human high-tech is no match against